How are you today, Bruce?
Thanks very much for the invitation, and I enjoy coming here and to meet a lot of people in business, and especially to give some functional outcomes for Bankstown.
Yeah, lovely. Can you tell us what you do?
I'm a consulting town planner. I produce the affordable housing program for the federal government. I travel around the world and I design Singapore Island, a lot of things in Australia. And coming back to semi-retirement, and my children and my grandchildren need somewhere as a home, so I'm doing affordable housing.
Wonderful.
And it's a very difficult problem in Australia. So consequently, we are producing some projects which will be in Bankstown. And one thing that's very close to my heart is affordable housing for single women and disabled people. And we intend to produce in Bankstown an example for Australia. I'm on the Women and Children Domestic Violence Committee. It's a very difficult situation and very difficult in different socio-economic areas and cultures. And consequently, we wish to produce a centre so that if people are injured or affected, that there is somewhere safe for women and children to be. And it's a very critical issue in Australia. But also the critical thing, when I went over Australia, I did over 4 months, 126 meetings, over 35,000 people. Many an evening I came back and cried in despair. I've been a planner for 50 years, and so I've seen how a whole society is denigrated so extensively, especially single women and divorcees and children. And that's why I was asked to join a major committee in Canberra, but I decided that I start getting involved and build some affordable housing in the area. So we currently have applications involved with 295 in Greenacre, which would be half of them, yes, very unusual. We have an owner of the land who's prepared to give half of the whole project to affordable housing, and the other half is going to rent out. So it's a unique situation, and that's going to have disabled, single women, and on a major bus route. And we just recently lodged another application to do in the CBD, essential workers. When I was in Singapore, the critical problem that happened there, and is happening in Australia, especially Sydney, that we have hotels, we need to have cleaners, we need to have people who maintain things. They can't be travelling an hour and a half, 2 hours from home. And now Bankstown's going to have an upgraded hospital. We need very much to have essential workers, medical people available, not to be going home at 8 o'clock at night and have to get back up again at 4 o'clock in the morning to start a shift at 7 o'clock in the morning. And they're going to operate on you, and they'd be pretty tired, and we don't want that. So our society needs to adjust, and politics needs to work with the community. And that's the main thing that I wish to talk about. Fortunately, today, we have the most experienced planner, developer person in Australia who will be speaking to the Minister. Is past Commissioner of the Land Environment Court. He's on all the major panels and planning, and his Kevin Hoffman. He will be a person you would want to interview because he has a wealth of experience and expertise in this area, particularly sitting on the bench for so many years. And I've known him for 40-odd years. We've been friends for 40-odd years. So consequently, I believe he can contribute quite extensively here. Thank you for the interview. I appreciate the opportunity to speak. And I hope it goes to the right ears and we can get some nice outcomes for our area. I'm an old Penzos boy, so yay Penzos. Nice to try.
Well, thank you so much, Bruce. Thank you for sharing the insights and your thoughts. Your passion is truly inspiring. Thank you so much for your time, and I'm sure I'll see you again soon. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Hey,
Hi, how are you? I'm Jay.
Nice to meet you. Jake, how are you?
Nice to meet you. Now, gentlemen, can you please introduce yourself and tell me what you do?
Yeah, absolutely. My name's Richard Bainey. This is Matthew Everingham, and we own Richard Matthews Real Estate.
Okay. And how important is this event for you?
Oh, very important. I mean, from the day we opened our doors 14 years ago, it's always been about being in the community, invested in the community. We're major sponsors of this event tonight, and we know a lot of the people that are already here. But I think it's very important to Matthew and I and the whole team that we all support each other in whatever field we're in. So it's great to catch up with everyone tonight.
Wonderful. Now, would you like to come over this side? So I'll be in the middle. And now I want to ask you, how does the housing, crisis affect your business?
Well, it's critical to our business. It's what we do, housing. And I said to Wally when he decided to put this event on that it's really critical to get information out to people. So for us, it's information. People need to know what's happening out there. So great initiative by the Chamber.
Yeah, wonderful. And I want to ask you something personal. Do you know anyone, in your circle, family, friends, or have you ever heard of stories that's, people being impacted by the housing crisis?
It's daily for us. I mean, this is what we do, not only in our personal lives, but in our jobs. But absolutely, our families feel the same pressure that you read about in the newspapers and watch on the news. So, no, it deeply affects us. That's why we're here tonight. We want to find a solution to the problem.
Yes.
We want to help all Australians. I mean, for our parents, it was the great Australian dream to own a home.
Yes.
Now it's hard to just rent one. So we want to be able to make it easier for people, absolutely.
Do you have anything to add to that?
No, I think Richard's exactly right. I think it affects our daily business and it affects everybody. Our kids, we've got kids, and you look at them and you think, how are they going to get into this market in Sydney? So I think it's really important. Next generation.
Yeah. Now, what's one thing that you want to take away from tonight's event?
I think information, hearing from the New South Wales Minister is going to help us to be able to decipher information for our clients. So, information.
And you?
Well, for me, I mean, it's connecting, in addition to what Matthew said, of course, connecting and reconnecting with people. We all get very busy. We don't all get to meet each other or see each other very often. I think it's important we continue to collaborate. I think there's a lot of great minds in here this evening, and I think combined we can help find this solution we're looking for.
Well, thank you both for the interview, and I sure will be in touch. I'll give you guys my card as well.
Thank you.
There you
Lovely
go.
to meet you.
That's me.
Thank
Lovely
you.
meeting you.
Would you mind if he does part of it in Arabic?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, he can. Yeah. Okay. Hi, how are you? Nice to meet you, John. Hello, how are you? Lula. Nice to meet you. Would you like to stand on that side? All right. So first of all, could you introduce yourself and tell us what you do?
I'm Lula Thomas from Project Control. I do management accounting and CFO.
Okay. And what?
I'm John Tanus and I work for TAFE New South Wales, Industry Innovation Specialist for Construction and Property Services.
Okay. And how important is it to have events like this?
It's a crucial important because that's how you meet other business, because a small business to get to know other people, what they're doing and make connection. I feel like you're not alone and learn from each other and cooperate. So I've been coming to Chamber of Commerce since start. For 10 years now, I think. Yeah, I've been since Wally started that chamber. Yes. And I do other connection as well, but yeah, it's very crucial.
And what about you, John?
For me, from my perspective, it's important to know what's happening in the sectors and looking at what's emerging and trending and bring that intel so we can keep our training current and up to date with what's happening.
And what is one thing that you would like to take away from tonight's event?
I think to see what Minister Scully has got planned for the future in the housing department, to see how we could, I guess, grow and interact with their vision and what they're planning to do.
Okay, and what about you?
Yeah, I do lots of my business, lots of my clients in the construction and business, so just see what's happening in the field, and as well to see how affordable for our kids. We've got 4 kids that need to buy houses, so just want to see how they're going to be able to do it and what's the plan for it.
Wonderful. Well, thank you both